All right. Take two. Okay, guys, welcome to the Monday night call. And really, this is our first call back since the new year. So happy new year. It's going to be a good year. I can feel a lot of excitement about 2018. And how many of you, actually sit down and write goals for the new year? You don't have to really show your hands, okay? But I just wanted, this whole program, I started this about the last call that we had before Christmas. And it's a great exercise to do so that not only will you set goals, but that you're going to set goals that are really going to make a difference in your life. Because did you know that 95% of people who set resolutions and goals never follow through? It's because they do not understand the process and they don't take the very, very important first steps. So let me review for 2 seconds here. Number one, before you set goals, you have got to do a review of the year that just finished, 2017. What did you love about it? What did you not love about it? What were the challenges that you faced in 2017, okay? What decisions did you make in 2017 that empowered you? What was magical? What was extraordinary? What did you accomplish? All of these questions are on the Team Up Facebook page, but take time to reflect on 2017 before you jump into 2018. This way you will know. That's how you get clear. You get clear by doing that inventory. What worked, what didn't work, this is what I love, this is what I hate. Does that make sense? All right, now we're going to get certain. Once that you've done your inventory, you need to create a certainty about your capacity, your ability to take anything that you dream about and make it real. So I talked about this after Christmas, where I was on the Facebook page, and I asked people to write down anything in your life that was once merely a goal, a dream, a desire. What are some of the big and little things that at one time seemed extremely difficult or impossible to achieve? For some of you, that might be an HLP, it might be the 2000 plus, it might be hitting sales coordinator. And then in the exercise, circle 2 or 3 of these things that seemed the most difficult or impossible to achieve. And then I asked you to circle, write down, to circle those 2 or 3, and write down the steps that you went through to turn each one of them into a reality. And you might have done it consciously, unconsciously, but something stimulated you to want them so much that it became a burning desire. All right, so this is what I asked. I did this after Christmas, and there was 3 distributors that jumped in. They were so excited. They wanted to do this activity. They wanted to find where had they been successful. What was the process that they went through, and what did they learn about themselves in the process? And those 3 reps were Kelly Ballard, Heather Bender, and Lyndi Jones. All right, so I asked all 3 of them to be on the call tonight to kind of share with us, number one, what did they once think that this goal was really almost out of their reach? What did they do? Were they obsessed? What did they learn about themselves? So Kelly Ballard, would you unmute yourself?
Hey, everybody. Well, first, just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to kind of share a little bit of me. What I know about myself today in 2018 is I'm a very hungry, persistent, and happy girl. But I got to take you back to who I was when I said yes to the business. Something that a lot of people don't know about me is there wasn't someone on this team that was a friend that asked me to join team. I knew I loved the product. I believed in it. I believed in the research. And I literally just jumped into this community where I knew no one and nothing about them. And so, I really had to grow in that trust process. And so the fact that when I started and said yes to this mission, that there could be a comma sales coordinator after my name was nothing I could ever fathom. Because what I didn't know until now is that when I said yes to this mission, I was kind of at a point in my life where I had really lost me and was truly just beginning to unpeel the layers of the truth of who I was. And so, ready, set, go, I jumped in because I'm nothing short of competitive, and if I'm in, I'm all in. So for me, the steps that really helped me and still serve me to this day is that I was always coachable, very persistent. I'm not a quitter. Very competitive with myself, and not that I advise that to everyone, but it works for me. And that I learned to show grace to myself and to others and not being perfect. And then as the team came into the picture, I've had my ups and downs and my struggles with team, but I really learned that it was super important to just really empower and love all of your team, but don't hold their hand. You can't create that journey that you experienced for them. And, find your workers. The ones who want to be in, the ones who are all in, the ones who work, embrace them. But don't forget to keep the communication across the board consistent with all of your team, because you never know when that moment's going to flash for that team member.
Right.
So, that's kind of what I've learned to put into my 2018. And while I am so very thankful for the encouragement and the coaching and these lifelong friendship, when I look at some faces on the screen, I'm not going to, because I will cry. Everyone on my team knows. Raise your hands if you know Kelly cries. I could thank them over and over again, and I do. I'm a big note writer. I love the art of writing a real letter, and I make that a habit of mine. But what I have to do is be a little bold and honest with myself and say a thank you to me, because I finally decided to make the decision that I was worth what was on the other side of chasing those no's, that I was confident, and that I'm a person of passion. And that I was worth reorganizing, not stepping out of and not jumbling over and climbing a mountain, but reorganizing my comfort zone and stepping into who God designed me to be. And that is a mom on a mission who gets to empower others and really, truly thrives. What I've learned about me is I thrive on building those real relationships. And so for me, it was all of that encompassed in the fact that I finally kind of woke up and also realized that, my family, my husband and my children, who are so all in and so supportive, my daughter wants to know if she can stand outside the grocery store and sell Juice Plus for me. She is my life, but they deserve for me to be all in, and so does our team. And so that's really kind of, the only thing I would leave it with is just that it was that decision to really understand that you're worth that moment by moment decision to choose joy in the midst of adversity. And once I really embraced that, and not that my struggles are over, but it just became such a different path for me. And that's where I'm at now.
Kelly, way to do an inventory. You see what she did? She did an inventory of 2017. She proved to herself that she could set a goal and accomplish it. So this is what I know. You had passion, you had purpose, there was emotion attached to it. You had that desire, you were focused daily. And this is what I know, Kelly Ballard, how you do anything is how you do everything. So you have proven to yourself that you could get to sales coordinator in style. That lays the foundation for you, your belief in knowing that you can get to SSC. Way to go, girl. Heather Bender is joining us. Make sure you unmute yourself, honey. What did you learn about yourself, and what was that goal that you thought you might not have achieved and you proved yourself wrong?
When I started, I was in a place that I didn't even know I could make money. I have to take y'all back to the very beginning, and I have notes. So if y'all see me reading, I blabber on for days. So I got to stay focused. I was actually working with another direct sales company, and I wasn't meeting my monthly quota. And I was using my part-time college job teaching to pay for this other job that was supposed to be fun. And so when I got approached about the business end of Juice Plus, you have to understand where my confidence was. I was like, there's no way, I can't do this. People, they don't listen to me. They don't care what I have to say. And this is never going to work. I'm never going to be able to do this, even getting any paycheck. I didn't have a dream of going and making $1,000 a month. Literally, to get a paycheck was not happening for me. I didn't think that it could happen. And so through lots and lots of conversations with Nicole and lots of question asking and things like that, I finally got to a point was like, okay, well, I do know that I know about thyroid issues, and I do know that I pretty much know a decent amount about eating clean and about whole foods, and I'm an essential oil lover. I could talk about it all day long. So I was like, okay, this is what I do know. So I took those as my building blocks to confidence, like to building my confidence. So what I started to see was, obviously I love the product. Obviously it aligned with everything that I believed in as far as whole food nutrition went. So my number one thing that I started to do was I started to surround myself with positive voices. I listened every single chance I got and still do. I never, ever, ever passed up an opportunity to ask Nicole and Terri questions. Experts are students first. I don't know if it was Terri or Jamie that said that a couple weeks ago, but I believe that. I'm always a student. I'm always listening. You can never know too much. And so I got on the team calls. I listened to Catherine Lee and Kathy Crockett when I had a chance. I stayed consistent in my Bible study. I read blogs. I followed high income earners on Instagram. If these people were doing it, I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. There are already people making a ton of money. There are already people achieving their goals. I don't need to come in and be a game changer. That's not what I'm trying to do. And so I just found people that I just kind of resonated towards. And I was like, hey, I don't know you, but can I ask you some questions? And like, I reached out to Stephanie Fletcher one day and was like, hey, I don't know if you know me, but can we talk about some things? And like, I've never been afraid to reach out to Terri. She's never made herself, unattainable or out of reach. It's just, if I want to know something, I go ask. And I was having a conversation with Nicole and she was like, I think I get back to you in a timely manner. And by the time I get back to you, you've already had an answer from 3 other people. And I don't do that because I'm impatient. I do that because I like to eat the meat and throw away the bone. Meaning I take what you say and what you say and what you say, and I eat what I want and I throw away what I don't want. So it's kind of awesome because I'm getting all of this insight from Terri and from Nicole and from Coach Steph and from Carly Kelly and whoever else. And then I'm like, oh, hey, thanks, guys. I like what you said and what you said and what you said, and I didn't really care for that, and chunk it out, right? So that was the first thing I did. The second thing I did is I spend copious amounts of time on self-reflection. It used to be almost debilitating because my self-reflection was filled with negative self-talk about why did you do this, and why did this situation go this way, and what the heck happened. And now I've learned through surrounding myself with positive voices to fill myself with positivity. I prayed and prayed and prayed for a good year before I even found Juice Plus. I prayed that God would open my heart to new opportunities. I prayed that he would take me so far out of my comfort zone that I would not even be able to see straight. And that when that time arose, that I would step off that cliff knowing that he was going to catch me, knowing that I was not going to fall. And my unresounding faith has taken me forward, and I'm not done. I'm still going to keep on keeping on. Scotty and I, my husband, we always say, if nothing changes, then nothing changes. I didn't want to be the person who was scared to make goals and meet them, because what if you met a goal? Then what happened? Then what were you going to do? What was going to happen if your life changed? What were you going to do with it? You were going to be forced to get out of your comfort zone in all the best ways. And so I still continue to spend time listening to praise and worship, and I constantly remind myself of who God says I am. He created me for a divine purpose, and I want to be a mover and a shaker for him, and Juice Plus is the perfect platform. I didn't come into Juice Plus needing the business. I didn't come into Juice Plus having, bills to pay. I didn't come into Juice Plus wanting anything more than to do God's will, and he set up the perfect platform for me. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Talk about, this is a newbie. Talk about, she took this assignment seriously. When I said do reflection, these girls did reflection. And can you hear the passion? Can you hear can you feel the passion and the emotion? That's what drives you towards the end goal. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, Lyndi Jones, one more, honey. What did you learn about yourself? And
hey, everybody.
What goal did you hit, girl?
A big one. So kind of backstory on me this past year. has been a huge year just for me in personal development. I've been a teacher this is my 13th year, but I've been stuck in the career for a long time. Teaching is a fabulous career, but I got in a place where I thought I couldn't be anything but that I have a specialized degree and that's what I have to do forever. And we got in a place where I need to be home more. I need to be available for my family, and we financially cannot afford that. And so I just felt stuck for a long, long time, that I couldn't do anything and my family was just going to suffer because of it. And so I decided this spring that enough was enough, and I was going to find a different career. And if that meant that I left teaching completely or whatever it meant, I was going to find a new career. So I prayed and prayed and prayed about it, and I started interviewing people about their jobs. What do you do? What do you like? And then lo and behold, Juice Plus fell into my lap through a friend, and I thought I'll just do this in the meantime while I find a job. And then, hello, this is a job, and it's a job that answers every one of my prayers, that I could be more emotionally available at home, that I could be at home when my children got home from school, that I could be the mom that got to go and meet the teacher for once and not be the teacher. And it was just eye-opening and just one of those answered prayers. And from there, when I realized it was a job, I treated it like a job. And from that moment on, this has not been a side business. This has been my career that I'm moving to. And that's been my focus from that point on, is by May, this is my career. So I have 1 year to make it. And so then when it meant, if I'm not going to school, unless I make it to SC by Christmas. So I had from August 10th to Christmas to become a sales coordinator. And that was my goal. So my main thing of how I was going to get there, I had a time. It was measurable. How was I going to do it? I made a point that I was going to reach out to at least 20 different people every month that I hadn't talked to in years. And I was going to network with them. And I just started building a bigger social network that didn't necessarily involve Juice Plus. It just was, I'm connecting as many people back to me, and I'm going to get to know them again. And I'm just going to broaden my network bigger and bigger and bigger. And so that's been my goal, is how big can I throw my nets this semester? How big can I throw my nets so that I can start getting to know people again and get to know their lives and just really get in them. And I've just gone at a manic pace since then. And I read Eric Worre's book. I've done a marketing class on the side. I need to make this my career. And so I've tried to be very coachable. And my favorite thing is that success leaves clues. You guys say that a lot, that success leaves clues. And that made an impact on me. So I'm watching you guys that are leaders on this team. I'm watching everything that you do, and I'm trying to do what you do because you've done it. And so that's kind of been how I've reached this goal. And I'm watching, thinking, oh my gosh, what's next? And I know that y'all are about to lead me again to get to the next place.
Well, congratulations. She's one of our newest sales coordinator, fast track sales coordinators. We're going to have you on Girls on Fire very soon. Now that's how you get clear, and that's how you get certain. All right. Thank you, Lyndi. We expect fabulous things. These girls are hungry. They show up. Okay. And they're going to continue to move forward. All right. I want everybody to grab paper and pencil. Okay. All right. Now that you're clear about where you've been and you are certain that you have the ability to make your goals and dreams come true, it's time to decide what it is that you want in 2018. So in a very emotional peak state, I want you to write down every goal that you think you would like to accomplish in the next 20 years. Be sure to include anything that you want to be, do, have, share, create, give, financially, personally, development, physical, relationships. Go, 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 go. No matter how silly, no matter how outrageous it may seem, This is your chance to dream without limits, and be sure that you keep writing as fast as possible. I paid $10,000 at a seminar to do this 16 years ago. Ready? I'm going to give you some ideas. I don't care. That new refrigerator that you want, hardwood floors in the house, remodel the kitchen, the widescreen TV, new HP, maybe the new Apple computer, office furniture, new furniture for the family room, build your dream house, buy a vacation home, go on vacation, own a new 2018 Toyota Sienna, the Chevy Tahoe of your family dream. Maybe you want to upgrade to that Mercedes or that BMW, or like me, the Tesla, okay? Buy a motorcycle for your spouse, private Pilates lessons, play the piano, ride a horse, learn to surf, ballroom dancing, write a book, find a mentor, meet Oprah, Michael Franti, I did that, wear size 6 clothes, wear size 6 designer clothes, carry a Hermes Birkin bag, okay? Relationships, better relationships with your parents, your siblings, your husband. How about a romantic getaway? Practice and develop self-love in 2018. Meditate, yoga, quiet time, romance, all right? Collect art, wear a Rolex, give $1,000 to your favorite charity monthly. Your business goals, self-qualified, sales coordinator, SSC, QNMD, NMD, 12 Club, 24 Club, 39 Club, 75 Club. How about belonging to the 8333 Club? That's only for people who want to make 6 figures, guys. How about a paycheck with a comma? All right, when you finished with your list, I want you to look at everything that you wrote down, and you're going to write the number next to it. Do you want that this year? It's the number 1. Do you want it in the next 2 or 3 years? Do you want it in the next 5 years? 10 years? 20 years? And out of that list, circle 4 things that you want in 2018. What are the 4 things that you want the most? Your top 4 goals. If you could achieve them this year, would you get up early, and would it keep you up late with excitement? Your top 4. Take those top 4 and write a paragraph about why. Why do you want this? Why is this a must for you? What reasons will you get up early, stay up late? Remember, reasons come first, answers come second. Why do you want to do this? All right, we've got 5 minutes. Know this, guys, you never, ever, ever leave a goal-setting session without taking at least 1 action step towards its attainment. You got to take immediate action. So what can you do tonight before you go to bed? What is a small thing that you could do that can help you move towards achieving one of these goals? Make the phone calls, still invite to the Shred 10, invite someone to see Dr. Sears Friday night at the Anatole. You guys could come up with 100 things that you could do, but never leave a goal-setting session without going into action. And are you resolved? I love that word, resolved. Are you resolved to make a decision about these top 4 choices? Are you resolved? All right, this is the last step. Whew, we did this in 30 minutes. It's called Get Smart. To make sure you follow through, you have to get smart and measure yourself consistently. I want you to share your top 4 with your sponsor, your upline national marketing director, your success partner, whoever that is, and know that that person is going to make you and help you be responsible. Remember, most people set the same goals year after year. No plan, no direction. They don't take any action, okay? They don't have anybody holding them accountable. So resolve now to measure your progress daily and weekly and monthly. And now you're on your way to setting some really good goals for yourself for 2018. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to share their top 4? Anybody want to share their top goal? Nobody has any goals. Okay.
I'm going home.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Lyndi.
I'm going home this year. I'm done in May.
All right.
Done
Good
teaching.
girl. Jane Reed, I saw you raise your hand. Unmute yourself.
Oh, hi. Okay, so I want 12 Club. That's number 1. I also need to pay off my car this year and then my house within 5 years.
Good girl. So there's 2 this year and a 5-year goal.
So far.
Way to be serious. Jamie Cantrell.
50 Club by this year, more than 6 figures this year. In 2 years, I want to go to the Ellen DeGeneres show. And this year, I want to buy a new house.
All right. Now that is taking very well done. Anybody else? Steph, I see you're unmuted. Go ahead, baby.
Mama needs a new house. Mama needs a new house. And I'm going to Ellen DeGeneres show with Jamie and NMD this year.
Woo, woo, woo. Way to go. Way to go. Anybody else want to share? This is too much fun.
I'll share.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so QNMD by summer, so I can go to Q school, 12 Club for sure. And but really, this is going to scare the crap out of me. But I'm raising my income over $100,000 this year between my 2 businesses.
All right. Woo!
So I'm all in.
Nice. Anybody else want to share? Guys, you know, I know we had to speed through that section about writing down what you want, but take time to do that. It's very revealing. Anybody else want to share?
I will.
Go ahead. Who's that?
Trish.
Go ahead, girl.
I found out over Christmas I'm going to be a grandmother. So I have to increase my Juice Plus business to travel anytime I want to see her or him.
What kind of a paycheck would make that possible for you?
My goal is $2,000 a month.
All right, that's the goal. The end result is that you get to travel.
Right.
The goal is the $2,000 a month this year.
Right.
All right, that's what you write down. Way to go. Anybody else want to share?
Hey, Terry.
Yeah.
I'll just share something I discovered this year in case anybody's interested in it. I know a lot of you are doing Brene Brown's leadership training, but this is something she has called Commit 30. And it's a planner, but I just love the way she breaks it down in case you want. But it gives you 12 circles, 1 for each month. And so you set a goal every month. And then what I love is how it breaks it down. So every month you have like the big circle of what's my big goal. And then what are 6 action steps that I'm going to take to get toward that big goal. And then I have a daily checklist of did I do the daily activity that's getting me toward that big goal. So it's just totally what you're talking about. So just thought I'd share it in case anybody needs a good planner.
Oh, wow. That's the Brene Brown planner?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. All right. I need to know.
I hadn't either. I stumbled across it on a Facebook ad and I love it.
Okay. All right. We need to know about that because that's a good planner. I don't have a planner like that. I need to get that. All right, guys. You're the best.
Commit 30. It's called Commit 30.
Commit 30. All right, guys, thanks for playing with me tonight. And appreciate you. Peace out. Thank you, Lyndi. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Heather. Future NMDs for sure. Peace out, guys. Good night.